Hello everyone. I've been checking the previous videos and decided to do some makeovers with some of the designs, which in my opinion do not suit the theme of how I imagine the world of Tales of Lost. The first one was the mud people. In case you've been wondering what the hell mud people are, you can check the previous videos on the channel. About the design of the mud people, first I wanted to give them a name, so the new name is Chamruts. Well, I wasn't sure if it should be Chamrut or Chamrut with a Y instead of U, but turns out in English Y pronounces differently than I assume, so Chamrut it is. Anyway, for a brief refreshment in case you don't know or remember what this group was, like I said before, go check the previous videos for the details and their lore after this one. As a summary, there were some crafter villages with a specialty with pottery and clay works, found a mysterious swamp with a unique soil, which slowly transformed them into these nocturnal looking animal-ish people. Well, since they spent so much time in swamp, they became sensitive to sunlight, especially their eyes can't handle the sunlight anymore. They split into two tribes over time, and good ones left the swamp and found a new place for themselves later. So, for the full story, you know what to do, check the other videos. First thing, I was working to see how much I can iterate the overall design to the point that I'll be satisfied. The previous one had some cool things here and there, but how I imagined them like almost grotesque and fits in a darker theme. My first inspiration was those tiny animals called tarsiers, because they are so cool in my opinion. I will put some images of them here and there. And mostly other nocturnal primates, which makes sense since they spend so much time in the dark swamp and getting more resemblances with those small primates. I kept one of the significant outfit ideas, which was they were covered themselves with soil or mud and wrap it with fabrics and secure it with ropes. This was the cool parts of the previous design, so I kept it. I exaggerate hands and feet too to make them closer to tarsiers, which turns out I like the final version. I think hands and feet are the coolest and most interesting parts of tarsiers. Other than that, the previous clothes also didn't match with the theme. Like, overalls? What was I even thinking? So I got rid of them as well. And made their clothes more damaged and stuff. I will make some adjustment about the lore and stuff too, but it's too early to talk about now. So, I guess that's all. I'm working with a new character, some new names for groups, places and cities, and the map of the world as well. But we'll see when I manage to make some videos about them. I'm currently thinking of doing live streams, but we'll see how it goes. Let me know in case if you're interested about live streams or not. It's up to you. So anyway, that's it and hope to see you in the next videos. Bye!